Yo, I'm Connor. First off, that's just gonna be some business advice from me. Um, First off, 17 years old. I run a company right now who has 12 employees. Artistcraft.com. We help artists kind of become successful. Um, I'm not a millionaire yet, but we're on that path. But I might be more in a stage of the game that might be more applicable to you. I'm not a billionaire yet. I'm not $100 million net worth. But kind of want to just, those are my qualifications going into this. So, I'm going to kind of just dive right into it by giving a case study of my actual own business on what is the most important thing in business, right? And first off, this is not going to be guru shit. Like, I'm not going to say, buy my course, buy my course. Like, I don't have a course to sell, nothing to sell, doing this for free. So, my business, Artist Craft, we were founded 6 years ago. Now, I came in later, but the founder with me currently is the co-owner. We started with and if you're not in the music space, you should still be able to understand kind of what I'm talking about. We started with Spotify campaigns, YouTube campaigns, and Instagram campaigns. Basically, we're just trying to grow those platforms up, get them more views, get them more streams, just try to push them out a little bit more. And over time, we have changed that pretty significantly as we've gotten more connections. But when we were doing that, when we were doing the small campaigns, like it was hard to sell someone on a $200 deal, right? And now we focus way more on the product, on the offer, not on the sales pitch, not on the marketing, not on how fancy our landing page looks, which those things are important, don't get me wrong. But we focus on the one thing that actually matters, which is making the best offer of all time. A classic example of this is the, Ferrari that someone is paying 10 grand for. If you come up to someone and say, hey man, I'm going to give you my Ferrari, give me $8,000, $10,000, they're going to find the money. So in our business, we've shifted from Spotify campaigns, YouTube campaigns, Instagram campaigns to an offer that actually personally, I also feel, good selling because I know it's going to help the person. Which is, and I'm just going to break it down so you can kind of understand, like, even if you're not an artist or a producer or a DJ, you're still going to understand the value. So we guarantee Billboard 100 charts. That's a big one. iTunes charts, Genius 100 charts. We do press in Forbes, GQ, Maxim, XXL, Billboard. I've got like about 100 connections in press. We do editorial playlists, so like Rap Caviar, Get Turnt, Feeling Myself, etc. The Spotify run playlists. We plan international and domestic tours, so United States, Canada, South America, South Africa, just Africa in general, Europe, Asia, Philippines, Australia, Japan, etc., etc. We do GTA 6, Madden 25, and NBA 2K sync placements, so their song will be in the game. We do big YouTube campaigns, like 2 million streams per thing. We build them a fully custom website, fully custom merch line. We do a full exclusive group on their behalf so that fans can interact with them one-on-one. They get access to exclusive drops, exclusive music, and they pay like $5 a month for that. I could keep going. Like, I could really keep going. There's a lot more there, like radio, FM, satellite radio, etc., etc. And we're even working on getting some connections with the Breakfast Club right now to do interviews with them. But I tell you this because I want you, from the eyes of an artist, to see, okay, Spotify campaign that'll get me 10,000 streams or all of that. What do you think they're going to pick? Even if this is $200 and this is 15 grand, I'm probably still going with this way. And when it comes to an offer like this, one, you make way more money because on a $200 thing, let's say our margin's 50%, awesome. I walk away with $100 in that deal. Cool. Like, I can buy a new pair of, Air Forces, like, awesome. But when I do a 15 grand deal, I can buy a car, like, because margin's about 50% or so, and it depends a lot on what we do. Sometimes margin's less, it really depends. But with the offer, when you have an offer that good, people buy it and people find the money. And I'm just going to tell you, when people buy our stuff, they get loans for it, right? They're looking for loans. And like, I didn't let this guy do this because it was stupid, but there's this one guy who wanted to take a second mortgage out on his house just to pay for this. We've had people get second jobs. We've had people do clinical trials. Like, people want it so bad because the offer is so good that people will find the fucking money, right? So that's kind of just the business advice I can give. You know, I'll probably give way better advice in the future. You know, right now I'm still very early in the game. I've been in this for, you know, just a couple years now, but um, making some good money. And the most I made in a day was 50 grand, which was pretty sick. That's revenue, by the way. So, you know, I'm not going to bullshit you and say, my Shopify store did 1 million, you know, this month or some shit. Like, you know, most of that's, anyways, that's kind of the side conversation. But, you know, that's the advice I can give. And kind of as a closing remark for this, my favorite quote, and it's kind of just my philosophy in business, I shared this on the last video too, is from Naval Ravikant, is you're doing sales because you sucked at marketing, and you're doing marketing because you sucked at product. The product, at the end of the day, is the thing that matters. If you can offer something like the moon and the stars and they only have to pay 10 grand for it, they're going to find the 10 grand. So, you know, in your business, let's say you're running an agency, you know, don't just say, hey man, I'm going to run your Facebook ads for you. Like, sweet. Say, you know, I'm going to get you 45 clients in the next 3 months. And if I don't, I'm going to give you a full refund plus $5,000 for wasting your time. You know, something like that. Or, you know, I am going to increase your conversion rate on your website by 30%. And if I don't, you get a full refund. You know, make the offer way more compelling, because guess what? Every single person is going to run Facebook ads for you. Like, you're not special, right? You're not like Tyler Durden. You're not a special snowflake at all, right? Just because you watched your Eman Gadzi videos on how to run Facebook ads, and like, no one cares. No one cares, right? Your offer has to be compelling. Your offer has to be unique. And if it's unique enough and if it's strong enough, people are going to take out loans for it. And people are going to get a cosigner. And people are going to want to take a second mortgage out on their house to get the thing. So, you know, that's kind of my philosophy in business. I'll try to make more videos like this, but that's what I can say. And I'm going to get back to work. So, peace.